Like this was, I can't remember where my brain was at that time. I'm not sure. I'm
Honestly, I
not
don't
sure.
know.
I don't remember, man. I don't even remember that lyric, but it probably was it. If it's on my first, was it on my first album?
It was on Confessions of Fire.
That's my first album, exactly. They had me being creative in that album, doing a bunch of creative shit. So I don't know if why I wrote that. I didn't do that to him.
All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure, bro.
There was a lot of fucking creativity from the people I was working with. At my second album and on, you can ask me anything about any lyric, you know, if it's a pause or whatever. My first album, it's just a classic album, but it wasn't all my creative process. I was working with other people where I had to kind of follow some ideas that they had as well.
All right, no accountability. That's cool.
I mean, it was new. You're like, I don't know. Like, I've never heard a response like that from you ever. Like,
let's go.
Because you could go. I know it's my first album and shit, but I don't know. I can't even respond to that. I have no idea. I didn't do it though. If y'all think I really did it,
I didn't do it. Okay. Got it. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you as always.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching.
He's playing on probably 60%, doing as much as he can. But like you just said, Stat, when you have nobody helping you, literally, Julius Randle with 3 points. Now, you talk about Rudy Gobert, no points. 3 rebounds is crazy. Give me 16 rebounds if you're not going to have no points. 3 rebounds is just out of pocket for a big man. He like, you niggas ain't doing nothing tonight. This shit is over. So I get what he did. I would have just waited a little later because it's one of them things, too. If he didn't give him a 5, he's a sucker. You can't win for losing out here. You know, 5, now I guess handshakes are on the time clock. You do it right after the game, or you don't do it at all. But I just think Ant-Man felt that he gave all he could give this series. If he said he knew he wasn't going back in, he knows his health better than we do. We know you got to give him credit for even coming back to play in this series. A lot of niggas was tapping out. We talk about, even Jason Tatum not playing that game 7 against the Sixers. We can't tell his health neither. I'm proud of him for coming back as soon as he did too. But these are things that we talk about. So for him to come back even to play in the series, because DiVincenzo was out, give him a lot of credit. But I think he's seen the writing on the wall and he's seen how bad his team was playing that day. Would I have done it? No, I would have waited till closer. But I'm not, Ant-Man's Ant-Man. That's what makes him him.
People gonna be mad regardless, yo. You can't do nothing without people criticizing it. At that point, the game was over. You're not gonna get a crazy, miraculous comeback. And what happens if he gets hurt there? We've been seeing dudes dropping like flies with Achilles. His own teammate went down with an Achilles. What happens if some dumb shit go down and then he blows out a knee and then he's out all the next year? I'm a fan, yo, where if my team is down like 30 at halftime, I'm like, yo, pack that shit up, man. Pull the starters. Or if you're up 30, like the Knicks in game 4 with the Sixers, they were up like 40 points and they still had Jalen Brunson out there, Bridges, all these. It's like, yo, what are you doing? Get the Cam's boy Landry Shamet in there. Get like Kolick. Get the other guys in because you don't want some dumb shit to go down. So I just think if people want to be mad, they're going to be mad about something. They'll find a reason to criticize it. If he didn't do that, like Cam said, it was like when Isaiah Thomas back with the Bad Boys Pistons, they walked off the court, they didn't shake hands with the Bulls. He didn't make the dream team, right? Like people were going to hate on that anyway. So to me, it's like, yo, you got to be mad about something regardless. I thought it was cool. I thought it was just like, yo, listen, we're not going to come back. Randall and Rudy gave me 3 points combined in a must win at home. And it's like, yo, what you want me to do? Is pack that shit up and let's just hope nothing bad happens.
I agree. Real quick, sorry, Seth. I agree with you, Nick, to a certain extent. What I disagree is if Ant-Man, like I said, he's hurt, so that's why I agree with you. But this for the season. If I'm down 30 and let's just say Ant-Man wasn't, let's say he was 85%, 90%. In my brain, there's always a chance to win. This shit ain't over till maybe, I'd be down 30 in a minute 30. I'm talking about when I used to play. And I've never been played on a professional level. I get it, risk of injury and everything else. But shit, man, we don't see Reggie Miller motherfucker score 8 points in 9 seconds or some crazy shit like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen every game, but if this is a closeout game, let me play, bro. Not Ant-Man because he's hurt. I'm just talking about the average nigga because it's niggas who sitting out for less. So that's the only part I'm saying. Don't take me out if I'm healthy and we're down 30 with 8 minutes left. We have time to do something. But if you're winning up 30, hell yeah, I definitely agree with you. Get niggas out of there. Because if dumb shit happens, you're going to get blamed as a coach for still having them niggas in there. So, absolutely, I'm 50-50 on what you just said.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're up 30. Spurs are up 30 with 8 minutes left. Like, if he did that, if he did that in the third quarter, I feel way different. But fourth quarter, it's...
I don't know. I feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. And he's better than me because if I'm him, I'm still pissed. Like, I'm not dapping nobody up. Like, I would just wait till the end. But if that's what he felt compelled to do in that moment, so be it. Me personally, if I had to put myself in his shoes, I'm not doing it. But that's just what I would think. Because I know then, and it shouldn't be a comparison, but people were like, well, if the roles were reversed and it was Wemby, do you think Wemby's going to go do that? No. So that's one of those situations to me. I'm not doing it. I'm not dapping nobody up if I'm losing by 30. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, me playing.
At the end, yes. Cool. Great game. Y'all did it. 8 minutes left. Still, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I don't know. They got packed up, man. It's not like, and I know Cam said the Reggie Miller thing. We saw it last year with the Knicks in that game 1 against the Pacers, where damn, I'm blanking on his name, but he hit like 7 threes in the fourth quarter. Also, when they were playing the Knicks, and it's like, yeah, that shit happens once in literally a generation, right? Because Reggie Miller did that in the '90s, and then that happened with the Knicks last year. And even so, like
It happened 2 times with the Knicks last year. They was down 18 points, up 18 points, and gave up 2 leads with 18 points. It happened twice. 18 ain't 30, but it happened.
Yeah, with twice. The Celtics where they came back on Boston. Yeah, but 18 and 30 is. I don't know. I think it was a wrap. Like, he just knew it. He knew that if the team was playing bad too, and he was just like, yo. To Cam's point, also the last thing I think is really important, where he was hurt. Yeah. He was hurt coming into the series, coming into the playoffs, and him playing. He probably was like, yo, listen, 30. We're down 30. There's 8 minutes left. We're not having it. I'm not at 100%. Let me just take myself out.
He also knows he wasn't the cause. So go ahead, Cam.
Yeah. No, it's just good to know about Nick. So if you play him one-on-one and game is 30 and you beat him 20-2, in his brain he already lost.
It's over, bro.
I am
GG's.
I'm also.
Yeah, so if you already losing 20-2 and game is 30, I already know mentally you're going for the next 10 points. Thanks for letting me know that's the type of nigga you is.
Yeah, I can't front. I'm a sore ass loser too. I don't be doing handshakes if I lose. Like,
I'm not sore enough.
I'm one of them too.
You can't be sore enough.
Yeah, but like, yo, you got to be realistic too, though.
Yeah, but you don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional because even if I'm not good, I played in Larry's 50+ league. I wasn't the best, but I'm gonna tell you I am. I want to win.
I'm one of them niggas too until the clock hits 0. It's a chance. You got to think about this. We was talking about football earlier. Imagine Caleb Williams had that attitude towards the end of the season. All them miracles he ran across for fucking 2 seconds left, however many seconds left. It was a miracle every fucking game with Caleb Williams. Yeah. Just about leading up into the playoffs, man.
They were down.
But if you're counting against, I understand what you're saying, but the chances, if I understand you saying it was a chance they had, I know what you're about to say, yo, it was a chance, they was down this, they could have scored. It's not 30 points. But imagine he had the mentality to where, man, is somebody gonna catch a Hail Mary? They throwing Hail Marys and shit. I bet you the odds, if you went to the odds, 1 minute left before the game was over, who's gonna win this game? The odds were probably crazy that the Bears were gonna win that game. So I get what you're saying. It was still a chance no matter what you're about to say. It's not 30 points. But you just never know, man. I'm not mad at your opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Nah, for sure. And yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Stat. Like he's down 2 possessions with 4 minutes left. They're not down 9 possessions.
Yeah.
You know, and a sport like football where these guys are getting beat up, like, you know, take the starters out. And even in the NBA too, like, yo, we've seen it happen time and time again where a guy gets hurt on some dumb shit. And then Cam mentioned it in passing how the coach is like, well, why'd you do that? Why'd you leave him in? Didn't you know the game was over? But then if he pulls them, it's like, why didn't you leave them in?
Yeah.
You giving up on your team. So that's what I was saying when I started this whole point. Like, yo, you're not going to win. People are going to find some shit to be mad about anyway. Yeah. Udonis Haslem said that he wouldn't want to play for Ant-Man because he showed weakness as a leader. I don't know about all that. Like he's clearly the alpha on the team, and I don't think his leadership has ever been in question.
Yeah.
I think he was a realist. He's like, yo, I got 3 combined points from the guys that I needed to get 30 combined points. Like Randall's supposed to be the Robin to my Batman, and I'm getting 3 points from him. Yeah. Pack that shit up. Let's go home. Get this vacation started early. And we'll be back next year.
Let's get this vacation.
Yeah, let's get this vacation going, bro.
2 different mentalities still, but I see what you're saying.
And I got to go with Udonis Haslem because I wouldn't want you on my team. You tapped out with 8 minutes left to go, man. You talking about vacation, and we're still time on the clock, man.
Bro, if I'm Batman and you Robin and you got me 3 points. Yeah, bro, I'm thinking about Colombia. That's what I'm thinking about with 8 minutes to go. I want to get out of here.
Think about this, right? So think about the game today, right? Did James Harden, he's supposed to be Robin. What kind of game did he have?
Yeah, but they were up 30.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what kind of, did he contribute?
Nah, he gave you
a real factor?
Nah, he didn't. He gave you what he always gives you in a big game. You got what you expected.
All right, so if Donovan Mitchell had that attitude, like, look at my Robin, I'm packing it up. This nigga's not doing nothing. You can't, just because you got a Robin, that don't mean you can't be super. You got to go extra Batman. And like, yo, this nigga Robin ain't show up to work today, man. This nigga acting crazy. Let me go Batman 2.0 or whatever you want to call it. You can't be blaming it on niggas when you that type of nigga, my opinion. Yeah. But I do get what you're saying. I understand. I'm just being devil's advocate. I understand what you're saying, but I can't blame a nigga because they not having a good game and I'm that nigga. But I will say, Ant-Man knew he was hurt, bro. I seen game 2 and 3, him going in the tunnel to get oxygen. I think he gave more than he could give. He was tapped out.
Yeah. Well, let us know what y'all think in the comments down below. I'm going to still give Ant-Man his credit because he did what he was supposed to do, but the rest of the team, they're going to have to figure that out. But we're going to get into some conference finals game predictions. We will discuss after the break. Now it's time to get into some predictions. So on Tuesday, the Cavs will play the Knicks. Cam, who do you think wins this game? And then give us a guess on how many games.
The Knicks should win this series. This game, I'm going to go on a limb and say that Cleveland wins this first game just because the Knicks may have a little bit of rust. Even though Cleveland just won a 7-game series and they could be tired from that. And the Knicks, last time we seen them, like I told you, they was looking like some wild dogs. I'm going to give this first game to Cleveland, but I think overall the Knicks win the series and they advance to the championship. Or they should. I'm just giving my expert opinion. The Black Cat's still in Madison Square Garden. Until they get it out, it's still in there. But if we're being realistic and we're looking at a head-to-head matchup, Cavs just went 7 games with Detroit. They're tired as fuck. The Knicks have a bunch of energy. And then, like I said, they've been playing very cohesive. It's looking like they really, really know each other. We understand that Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson all went to college together, won championships together, etc. Cats getting in the fold. OG's already a champion. The bench is looking very, very good, even though I make fun of his name. Shaman's looking decent. Deuce McBride is looking really good. They're playing 9-10 players. Mike Brown getting in rotation. They are looking phenomenal. But this is how bad if the Cavaliers want it. You know, we talked about it already. We just talked about last segment, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell's reputation. James Harden hasn't been to a championship since his second year, whichever year it was when he played with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he was actually coming off the bench. Stunk it up just last night in Game 7 again. he's going to have to step up really, really bad if they want to win this championship. We know Donovan Mitchell's coming to play. I'm very, very excited to see that matchup between Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. I think Evan Mobley causes some problems for Cat. Cat could cause a problem for Evan Mobley. I think OG, he had a lot of rest because he's coming off an injury as well. This should be an exciting series. If I got to guess, if I'm not going off the bad luck of the Knicks, the Knicks should win this series in 6 games, man, and go to the Eastern Conference, win the Eastern Conference, and go to the championship.
Stat amongst Knicks fans, there's a saying that everybody is better than Brunson until it's time to be better than Brunson. Knicks are winning in 5. Knicks have home court advantage. Knicks have been a big spot. He's going to fold, and that's why I think the Knicks could pack him up in 5.
Okay, good predictions from both. We'll see what happens. I think the Knicks should win.
This is exactly why they gonna fuck up. The Knicks fans blame Knicks. I'm telling you that right now. Just what he said is why they won't win.
And what happens when they win in 5? When they win in 5?
What happens when the Giants win the 12 games you've been predicting for 3 years?
Nah, it hasn't been 3 years.
Don't go off Knicks. Don't go off Knicks. Don't go off Knicks predictions, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling them that. Yeah, that's a fact. Big fact. If I'm a New York Knicks fan, I would tell Nick, shut up. He doesn't do no good with his prediction for New York teams. I'm telling you that right now. If this doesn't go down, what's today's date? Save it. Save it right now.
I never be going into I'm calling cap. I gotta defend myself here, Killer. I'm putting my foot down.
Okay,
right? And also I can edit this too, so I'm gonna make sure that it's seen. Okay. I haven't I don't go into I'm literally the most logical fan when it comes to his teams. I don't go into the seasons being like, 12 wins. I'm thinking this year coming up for the Giants, they're going to get 12 wins because you see this shit happen.
How many wins you predicted last year? So how many wins you predicted last year?
Last year, I thought they were a 6-win team. Until
you did not. I need to see the video. I need to see the video that you said the Giants are going to pick in 6
when they put Dart in, I was thinking they would make the playoffs, and then they lost that game to Denver, which of course you fucking invite me on the show when my team gets embarrassed. That's also dope. Thank you for that. And you're like, yo, Nick, what happened? And then it say I got to explain why they gave up 30 points in the fucking fourth quarter. But I don't be coming into the seasons, Cam, thinking that they're gonna win championships and shit. I just think like with the Giants, 12 wins next year, I think it's really realistic. You saw the Jaguars do it, you saw the Bears do it, you saw the Pats do it, and they kind of check the same boxes that the Giants do. 2nd year quarterback. They got a new head coach. They got an adult as a head coach.
Thank you, Jory, for the thumbs up. Whoever's in the control room, I see the thumbs up on the screen. Thank you.
You lining me up, bro?
Thank you very much, man.
That's foul.
Yo, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Shaking his head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then seen the thumbs up. And then this year with the Knicks, like that was kind of the consensus though. They're like, no Halliburton, no Tatum. The Bucks are gonna be regressing. Who the fuck knows what's happening with your team in Miami? What was happening with the Sixers? They're not, my bad. I'm just fired up right now. You didn't deserve that. I apologize. But like you didn't know what was happening with the Sixers.
To be honest, we all picked the Knicks to go to the championship when the season started. Like I don't know if you remember or not, maybe because you was in the control room. We all said what you're saying right now. The Knicks should be going to the championship this year. Sure. And what you just said, yeah, we said this though at the very beginning. Just what Nick is saying, we said this, and you don't have to be a Knicks fan that should know that. Like you just said, we all knew this. So don't act like you're taking credit for something that everybody said, even not even being a Knicks fan. Nigga said that. Halliburton's hurt. Bucks regressing. We didn't even know if Jason Tatum was going to come back at all. Nigga, this was their year. They was 2 games away because they lost in 6 last year to Indiana. We was like they 2 games away to get into the championship. They're not saying nothing, Nick, like this year with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? No, Nick, we all said that. You said the Giants all right, the Giants supposed to win 6 games. How many they won last year?
4.
All right, still didn't even make it to 6. That's what I'm saying, man. Don't go with this guy, y'all.
I guess.
I'm telling you, bro.
Not a bad guess.
Do not go with this guy.
Not too far.
Don't go with this guy, man. Go ahead, Nick. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. My fault.
Nah, you good, man. Just know I'm making note of all this because if they win 12 games this year,
12.
yeah, the Giants are going to be what the Bears were this year in New England. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, Dart is winning
I thought he was going to say me like 7, 8, 12.
Just wait.
All right.
Just wait.
It's a waiting game.
Knicks in 5, and Knicks in 5.
I could have swear it was more than 6 games he guessed, but I'm going to go with him. I'm going to take his word.
I think he did say 6. I don't fully remember, but that sounds about right.
No, I really don't. On some real shit, I don't go into the year being like Cowboy fans or Raider fans out here in Vegas.
That's what you sound like now, though.
Yeah, but I'm laying out. I'm giving you reasons why. They're just like, yo, it's our year. I'm telling you.
Yeah, reasons that make sense to you.
Nah,
same way reasons make sense to Cowboys fans.
No. This is legit. It's NFL history. It's shit that happens all the time.
I'm just telling you what you sound like.
I know, but they won like 2 games in 1-score games, right? That's a really important fact, right?
Okay.
Where if a team goes 8-0 in 1-score games, you can't account for that to happen next year. There's always regression, and the Giants lost a ton of games by 1 score. They had a lot of guys injured. They fired their head coach, but now they got a second-year quarterback who showed that he's a 2026 quarterback, right? Okay. He's not an old school pocket passer. He's part of the new era of quarterbacks. They got a young core defensively. They got a great defensive line. They had 2 picks in the top 10. They got John Harbaugh. You saw what he was doing in Pittsburgh all those years. We're back, yo. That's all I'm saying. But let's not turn this into a
Baltimore.
Thing.
But I'm telling you what you sound like.
Yeah.
I love the optimism. 12 is a lot. I'm just saying 12 is a lot because I was on that train too, but 12 is a lot. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to say regarding this Knicks game, Knicks should win the series, but I do think if it goes to game 7, don't let it go to game 7. The Cavs are going to win. That's what I'll put out there. So don't let it get to game 7. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, this next series, OKC versus the Spurs. This is the series. Cam, who do you think wins? And they are saying that Jalen Williams is supposed to return. He's listed available. We'll see what happens tonight. But what do we think, Cam?
Going with the Spurs, man. Listen, man.
He's still nonchalant.
Spurs, man. Nah, because it's a very, very hard series to decide, to be totally honest with you. I think J Dub returning could fuck them up, to be totally honest with you. He might throw the chemistry off. These niggas is 8-0. To me, they only had 1 close game with the Lakers, that final game. SGA wasn't even scoring 20 until that last game against the Lakers, that closeout game when he had 35. He was scoring 17, 18, 19 points. And they still was winning by double digits. I think they had great chemistry coming into this series. J Dub coming back, am I saying they don't need him? No, I'm not saying that at all. But him sitting out so long, and I know they're not just going to throw him in there and they're going to monitor his minutes, so on and so forth. This might disturb the chemistry. He hasn't played a lot this year, and he hasn't played it all in the playoffs. Does he know each other? Do they know each other? I'm talking about OKC. Yeah, they won the championship together. But I'm not sure how this is coming back. But I know one thing. The Spurs look like a well-oiled machine right now, and Wemby looks like he wants it more than anybody. You got to realize, though, when you're dealing with SGA, you just don't know. He keeps a poker face on. I've really already been a fan, but I really, really became a bigger SGA fan when he's clowning Dylan Brooks and clowning Devin Booker. And you like, this nigga's clowning niggas. He's having that much fun with it. This is going to be an outstanding series. I want the referees to let them play because we know that SGA, he shoots more free throws than anybody. And I'm not one of them niggas to say he doesn't get fouled because a lot of niggas be like, yo, this nigga's foul baiting. The referees are wearing SGA sneakers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this should be an outstanding matchup, man. And I think the experience goes, the experience goes to OKC, but it just looks like Wemby wants it more than anybody else. And he getting everybody else lined up with that. You can see the toughness on De'Aaron Fox's face. You see the toughness on Stephon Castle's face. But when you got somebody 7'4", who wants revenge on Chet for the Junior Olympic Championship that he didn't win. They lost by 2 points in 2020 or whichever year it was. I believe Wemby's on a different mission, man. So I'm going with the Spurs. I think it's going to take 7 games, though.
I think game 1, the winner of game 1 wins this series. And I know it's crazy because it might go 7 to Cam's point, but I really think it sets the tone because the Spurs have been calling out the Thunder all year. They're 4-1 against them in the regular season. They just have their number. They match up really well with them. And I think if they go and they win that, it sets the tone for the rest of the series. But if the Thunder win, they could carry themselves like, yo, it's playoff time now. That shit don't matter in the regular season. But if the Spurs go into OKC and they win game 1, and especially if they could beat them by double digits and kind of like put it on them, I think that sets the tone like, yo, that regular season shit wasn't a fluke. Because, Cam, you know this, we talk about this shit all the time, how like, yeah, we don't really care about the regular season. The players don't even care about the regular season. So the Thunder might be saying to themselves like, y'all can have that one and that 4-1 record against us. Now it matters. So that's why I think I'm putting a big emphasis on game 1. And if you look at conference finals history, 78% of the time, the team that wins game 1 goes on to win the series. And I really think for this matchup in particular, the winner, I don't feel that way about the East, whoever wins game 1. But I think for the West, the winner of game 1 goes on to win the series because the perspective of both teams and how they're going to go about the rest of the series, I think it's going to dictate everything.
Okay. We will see if it sets the tone. So game 1 tonight, obviously we know it's going to be a good one. We'll see who wins and if your stat is right. But we'll come back and be able to revisit that to see if you're in alignment with what you said. Now let's get into SGA. So he has won his 2nd consecutive NBA MVP award. He became the 14th player to win back-to-back. Cam, do you think he deserved it? And what do you think about him winning this award?
Yeah, I really do believe that he should have won. Absolutely. You got to think about this. This is 4th straight year of averaging 30 points or more, 31.1 points per game, 6.6 assists, shooting on 55% from the field as a guard. Broke Will Chamberlain's record this year as well. Shot the most, made the most free throws. SGA is a real problem. Not only that, as much as, you know, we got to give the whole OKC Thunder a lot of credit, but they maintained that number 1 spot for the whole year. It wasn't anybody close after probably November. So does he deserve it? Absolutely, he deserves it. But that's why I believe, and I know I'm going backtracking to our last topic, that's why I believe Wemby and these guys should win, because Wemby was lobbying for himself to get MVP as well. Joker came in 2nd, Wemby came in 3rd as far as voting is concerned. But SGA, absolutely. I think as long as Wemby stays healthy, next couple of years, the MVPs are going to be his. But this year, I think Shea deserved it. So congratulations to Shea.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against it. Back-to-back, rightfully so, best record in the league. Also, back-to-back years, too, he barely plays in the 4th quarters because they're up 20, 30 points. Yeah. So everything that he's doing, he's really doing it in 28 minutes, 30 minutes. I think that gets factored into it too, where like Cade, we talked about it a couple weeks ago where, yo, if he gets subbed out, the whole team fucking collapses, right? Yeah. And with the Thunder, yeah, they're loaded, but it's all on him. And he just carries them, and he sits so often in the second halves, 4th quarters, like, and I just think even with the foul baiting, people call him a foul baiter. You know how I feel about that stat. I feel like, yo, he just mastered the art.
You can get away with it.
Yeah, if you can get away with it. And also, like, there's an art form to that. Why can't other players draw the fouls like he can? You know, he just knows how to position himself and get the right calls. So it's hard to disagree with it. I think the right guy won it.
Yeah, no argument there, and definitely congrats to him. But that is all the time that we have for today, Nick.
Hold on, can I ask? I want to ask Cam something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you know I was fired up. Yo, you had a lyric. My grandfather got me mad and I peed inside his orange.
I don't know. I've never heard a response like that from you ever.
Let's go.
Because you could go. I know it's my first album and shit, but I don't know. I can't even respond to that. I have no idea. I didn't do it though. If y'all think I really did it,
I didn't do it. Okay. Got it. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you as always.
Okay.
Yo, imagine this for a second. It's the closing years of the 1990s, and hip-hop is dominating the culture like never before. Bad Boy Records is sitting on top of New York, while two of Harlem's finest lyricists are sharing a studio, building records, exchanging ideas, and occasionally debating the meaning behind a bar. That's Mase and Camron, two artists raised by the same city, molded by the same environment, and blessed with rare lyrical talent. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. The moment Mase looks at Cam and asks, "What did you really mean by that line?" tells you far more than most people realize. That single question reveals the respect, discipline, and unwritten code that has always existed inside real hip-hop. A lot of fans forget that long before Cam became the face of Dipset, before the signature pink outfits and the anthems blasting from every car, he came up in an era where every lyric was examined under a microscope. Every bar needed purpose. Every word carried weight. Mase, on the other hand, had that effortless delivery that made greatness look easy, the kind of rapper who could casually spit a verse and still steal the entire record. But don't mistake his calm style for a lack of awareness. He listened closely. He caught every detail. And whenever a line sounded layered or open to interpretation, he wasn't afraid to ask questions. Believe it or not, that's what genuine respect between elite artists looks like. Here's something casual listeners often overlook. The conversations behind the music can be just as important as the songs themselves. When two lyricists sit together dissecting bars, one word, one rhyme, and one hidden meaning at a time, they're doing the same type of deep analysis you'd expect in a college classroom. The only difference is they're doing it inside a Harlem studio, rocking Timberlands at 2 in the morning instead of sitting behind desks. They're questioning intent. They're asking whether a certain phrase sends the right message, whether people might misread it, or whether one line could accidentally create unnecessary problems. Back then, lyrics had real consequences. One misplaced bar could ignite a rivalry. One misunderstood punchline could damage a friendship, and depending on who heard it, the fallout could become much bigger than music. So when Mase asked Cam about that specific lyric, there were multiple ways to interpret the question. Was he genuinely trying to decode the wordplay? Was the double meaning hitting closer to home than people realized? Was he simply fascinated by Cam's creative process? Or, and this is where things get really interesting, was he hearing something that everyone else would eventually notice too, and making sure Cam understood what could come with it? Every one of those possibilities feels believable when you understand who these two men were and the world they represented. Camron has always stood apart as one of rap's most creative writers, capable of delivering a line that's hilarious and deeply thought-provoking at exactly the same time. He'll make you laugh with a punchline, then seconds later leave you replaying it because you suddenly caught a completely different meaning. That's not a skill you can teach. It's a rare gift, and Mase always recognized it. Even during the height of his own success, when he was selling millions of records and dominating remixes, he knew Cam possessed an extraordinary pen. That's why his question about that lyric wasn't coming from doubt or criticism. It came from genuine curiosity and respect for another elite storyteller. What you're really witnessing is one brilliant lyricist trying to fully understand the mind of another. That's what makes hip-hop so powerful. It has always been one of the rawest and most authentic art forms because it refuses to hide behind filters or fake emotions. And that's exactly why moments like this carry so much weight, because these artists aren't just discussing songs, they're unpacking real life through rhyme, storytelling, and clever wordplay. Whenever a lyric lands differently or carries a hidden meaning, you don't just ignore it, you stop, you ask questions, you make sure you caught the message the way it was intended. Believe it or not, this exchange between Mase and Camron is also a conversation about legacy. Deep down, both of them understood they were creating music that would live far beyond their own era. Decades later, records from the late 90s and early 2000s are still being played, and a whole new generation is quoting bars from albums that came out before they were even born. That's why every single lyric mattered. You couldn't throw words together just because they sounded good. Every line needed purpose. Every bar had to reflect something real. And if your own collaborator pauses the session to ask what you meant, that's not slowing the process down. That's someone protecting the quality of the art because they value the music just as much as you do. there's another layer to this story that people rarely talk about. Back then, especially in hip-hop, asking for clarification could easily be mistaken for weakness. The expectation was that you always had the answers and never showed uncertainty. But Mase completely challenged that mindset by simply asking Cam to explain a lyric. In other words, he'd rather understand the truth than pretend he already knew it. He'd rather ask the question than make the wrong assumption. That kind of honesty doesn't always get the recognition it deserves, but without it, truly timeless music doesn't happen. Great records aren't made by artists blindly agreeing with each other. They're built when talented people challenge one another to be more precise, more thoughtful, and more intentional with every single word. At the end of the day, this one conversation between Mase and Camron captures everything that makes hip-hop so special. It's authentic, it's personal, it's built on trust, respect, and shared experiences. More than anything, it reminds you that your words carry responsibility, so you better stand behind everything you say. Watching two Harlem legends sit together and dissect lyrics with that level of passion might seem ordinary on the surface, but to them it meant everything. The music mattered, the lyrics mattered, and making sure those lyrics were understood by each other before they reached the rest of the world became the foundation of the legacy they created together. If you've made it all the way to the end, then you're definitely part of the real ones. So let me know in the comments, which Mase or Camron lyric do you think deserves a deep breakdown next?